All right, welcome everyone. Please drop a like, say hello. We're gonna do all 12 signs. For all 12 signs, we're gonna take a look and see what your person has been hiding from you. Okay. So I'm for the TikTok folks, I'm not taking any donations for readings, okay? This is all 12 signs, you guys, okay? Welcome in everyone. Drop a like, say hello. We're gonna start at 8 minutes. We're gonna go from Aries all the way to Pisces. So you guys, I'm simultaneously live streaming this on TikTok and also on YouTube. All right. Let's see here. I don't think I'm gonna do a collective one because I have personal readings starting at 11 a.m. It's 9:08 a.m. here, so I kind of get have to get this done beforehand. Let me just get my charger for my watch. Hold on one sec. Not that I could charge it right now. I'll just do it later. Okay, it's okay. It is okay. Welcome, everyone. So, you guys, we're going to go in order here from Aries all the way to Pisces. If you guys could all drop a like, say hello, that'd be great. For those of you guys that are not following, please follow. That'd be really nice too. Um, Let me just grab my iPad here so that I actually could see the comments for YouTube. Hold on one second. I did mic myself because I decided to do that because the neighbors here are very noisy. And they play like loud music. So on the mic you have that thing that drowns out the background noise. So thank you for the like, you guys. If you guys could all drop a like, say hello, follow, that'd be great. We're doing all 12 signs for the person that you're thinking of dealing with, the truth that they've been hiding from you. Okay, we're gonna start at 8 minutes. So right now we're at two. We're almost at 3 minutes. Okay, terrific. All right, so let's see here, you guys. So we're not going to do a collective at the end. We're not going to do a you versus all 12 signs. I don't have time because I have to do personals after this, starting at 11 a.m. my time. For those of you guys that don't know, currently I am in Costa Rica. I'm here for like I think I am here for like a month. I'm here. Yeah, I'm here for a month. Okay. So for the TikTok folks, I'm not doing like readings, okay? I'm not doing like mini readings for people. We're doing all 12 signs, okay? From Aries all the way to Pisces. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys could all drop a like and follow, that'd be great. Welcome in everyone. We're just gonna kind of get the algorithm up here, get more people in, get more people to like. Oops. Oops. So in this live at the end, I usually do a collective and a you versus all 12 signs. I'm not going to do that today. Okay, you guys, because I have personal readings at 11 a.m. my time, Zoom readings. So I have to get that done before then. I think I will. I think I will. But I might. I may speed through this, you guys. So if I do speed through this, I'm sorry. Usually these lives that I do is like around like 2.5 hours, I think. At least 2.5 hours. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're gonna start at 8 minutes, okay? So another 3 minutes will start. All 12 signs. The truth they've been hiding from you. The person that you're dealing with, the person that you're thinking of. Just kind of fix this here. Okay. The TikTok folks that are on here, I am not doing readings, individual mini readings, okay? Hi everyone. If you guys could all drop a like, if you guys could all say hello, for those of you guys that are not following or subscribe, that'll be great. Please follow. We're doing all 12 signs, the truth they've been hiding from you. Hi, Miss Jackson. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys could all drop a like, follow, that'd be great. So I'm not doing for the TikTok folks, like I said, I'm not doing individual sign readings, mini readings. I am doing all 12 signs, okay? Hi. Okay, we're starting in like in 2 minutes and a half. All right, you guys. I always start at 8 minutes. Always start at 8 minutes. Oh, hi, Giannis. Hi, Alexandra. Hi, guys. Welcome in. If you guys could all drop a like and say hello, that'd be great. For the TikTok folks, if you guys are not following, please follow. Hi, Soul Scripts. Welcome. It is Friday. That's really great. So you guys, I normally do like a collective reading and a you versus all 12 signs at the end. I'm not going to do it this time because I have personal readings starting at 11 a.m. Okay, 11 a.m. my time, because right now it's like 9:15. All right, we're starting soon, you guys. So Aries, all right, we're starting with Aries all the way to Pisces. We're going to take a look at the person that you're dealing with to see the truth that they've been hiding from you, you guys. So it could be anything. Could be anything here. Tell me that Aries this person. The person that Aries is dealing with, thinking of, even separated from. What is this person? What is the truth that this person's hiding from Aries? Let me just change the banner here, you guys. What is the truth that this person is hiding from Aries? You guys could hear me okay, right? I have the mic on. Knight of Pentacles here. Hi, Angelique. The Chariot. So I feel like what this person's hiding from you right now, I get the energy that you don't really know where you're standing with this person here, but I feel like this person wants to move very slowly here forward towards a goal. Probably the common goal is, higher levels of commitment, marriage, moving in together and stuff like that. This person just wants to move very slow. We have the Emperor here, Aries energy, and the Seven of Cups. This is so interesting here. This person, what they have right now, what they're dealing with, this person may have a lot on their plate right now. Yeah, this person has a lot on their plate. I feel like also with the Seven of Cups here, I feel like this person's sitting in confusion and illusion here too. To be quite honest, I feel like I could see why this person's taking things slow. They're going slow here, okay? Because I feel like they're not really quite sure where this is gonna go, you know, or if they really want you or not. The Strength card here, I feel like this person has a hard time restraining themselves for some reason, though. They have a very overactive mind, I feel. Mentally, I feel like this person's really stressed out. I feel like this person can't seem to control what's in their mind here. There's just a lot of confusion here. There's a lot of illusions. I feel like this person's holding back. All right. They're not really sharing a whole lot, but I just feel like they just want to go very, 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 very slow. Just slow. But confused at the same time, stressing out, anxious here, worried here. I mean, this person may deal with mental health. I don't see the devil card here, but I get the sense that this person may deal with some sort of mental health. I feel like this person's in constant survival mode. And when you're in constant survival mode, it's quite difficult to build something stable, solid, and structured. It's hard to build a solid foundation with someone when you don't even have that yourself. With the Ten of Swords here and the Sun card here, I feel like this is an individual here that's been through a lot in their life. Just a lot of painful experiences that this person knows that they need to heal. Is this person healing though? Is this person healing? Thank you so much for the rose. Thank you so much for the white rose. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hi, Nisi. It's good to see you. Oh, thank you so much. I love you too. Um, I really feel like whoever this is, I feel like this person's trying to gain some sort of control in their life here. I do feel like this person's trying to work on themselves, but it's a slow progress for this individual here. Yeah, I really feel like this person's like going through a lot. Let's see. The Three of Pentacles here, and yeah, I feel like this person's working on themselves. Okay, I do feel like this is an individual here that is actually doing the work. This person's going to therapy. This person maybe is doing the energy work. This person's like maybe like doing mindfulness practices or something like that. They're working with somebody here to kind of like to get their life back on track or something like that. I don't think that I don't think that this person's completely lost here because I feel like when it comes to their finances and their career here, I feel like they're sitting in a good spot. But I feel like in other areas of their life, such as their subconscious, their trauma, their dreams and stuff like that, I do get the feeling that this person has a difficult time navigating through that. Yeah, it seems like they're trying to gain some sort of perspective here. Okay. Seeking some sort of enlightenment here, releasing old habits. Okay. Old habits, just unhealthy, toxic behavior that this person is trying to let go of. This person's going through some big changes here. This person's not really spiritually aligned at this time, I feel. And they are seeking alignment. I feel like this person's very conscious of it. This person's very conscious and aware and very intentional of bringing in some sort of structure, some sort of stability in their life. Okay? So that does it for Aries, you guys. Moving on to Taurus here. You guys, for those of you guys that are tuning in, if you guys could drop a like, say hello, follow, that'd be great. For the TikTok folks, I'm not doing individual mini readings. I'm doing all 12 signs, okay? From Aries all the way to Pisces. So now we're on Taurus. Taurus is 13, 13, I don't know, 13, 18. Okay, what is this person's, what's the truth that this person has been hiding from Taurus? What is the truth that this person has been hiding from Taurus? What is the truth that this person has been hiding from Taurus? What is the truth that this person has been hiding from Taurus? Three of Swords, okay. And the Eight of Wands. Ooh. I don't think this person's hiding anything at all. I feel like this person is someone who's very direct, straightforward, and honest here, that this person's going through a lot of turmoil and a lot of pain and a lot of hurt in their life. Now, there could be a possibility that, this person could be using you as an emotional dumping ground here. This person is trauma dumping on you here. I get the sense that whoever this is, maybe, yeah, maybe, the only thing that this person could be hiding is that, this person may have just recently gotten out of a relationship and they're just talking to people, talking to random people. You're maybe a new random person that they just met and they're just trauma dumping on you here. Three of Swords and Eight of Wands. With the Five of Pentacles, I feel like this person recently got dumped by somebody. Emotionally, I feel like this person's not doing well. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here with the Queen of Cups. Could be dealing with the water sign here. I kind of get the feeling like this person's like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I trauma dumping on people? Why am I not, processing this in a healthy way? The thing is, like, you can't contain it for this person, right? They need to learn to contain it themselves. They could vent, about how they feel and what they think towards a situation, but also they can't just put it on somebody else and make someone else responsible for their pain and their hurt. Okay? We got the Four of Wands here, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles here. You know what this person's hiding from you? Deep down inside, if there was a separation here, I feel like this person wants to break no contact with this person. And this person hopes that this person will come back in a more serious manner. Hi, Lisa. Let's see what else we have. The Ace of Swords and the Page of Cups. To be quite honest here, I feel like this is an individual here. I feel like this person's just looking for friends. This person's looking for a friend to vent to. This first person's looking a friend to talk to here. That thing where, sometimes in life, you know, you open up more easily to strangers than people that you know. Like, I feel like that's what this person's doing right now. Like, I feel like this person's opening up to a complete stranger here. Let's see. We got the Three of Cups. Yeah, I feel like what this person's doing right now, I feel like they are going out there, meeting new people, maybe, kind of like connecting with friends and stuff like that, but also introspecting and self-reflecting at the same time here. Yeah, this person went through an ending here. I feel like deep down inside, I feel like if you're thinking that, hey, this person's really great, this person's really amazing, you know, I don't know. To be quite honest, I don't think this person's that amazing right now. I'm sure are amazing. They are amazing, but the problem is they're going through something really painful here, and they're hoping that this person, deep down inside, they're hoping that this person does come back around. This person does hope that they will come back in a serious way here. This person will come back with a plan here and stuff like that. They still have a lot of repressed emotions towards somebody here. I feel like this is an individual here that's still hoping that whoever that this person separated from, whoever that this person broke up with, this person's hoping that, this other person still matters to them, you know? Yeah, I don't think I feel like this situation that you are stepping into with this individual here, it's quite fresh. Yeah, with the Queen of Swords here and the Eight of Cups, I don't really feel like this person's like, ready to emotionally invest into something new here. Because I feel like you're like a newer person in their life. I feel like this person wouldn't mind like bonking, having sexy time here. But I feel like this is an individual here that's fresh out of something here, okay? And they're just looking for random people to vent to. Yeah. So let's see. This is Taurus. Moving on to Gemini. You guys, if you guys could all drop a like, say hello, that'd be great. For those of you guys that are not following, if you guys could follow, that'd be great. All right, Gemini. Tell me about Gemini. Let me just change the banner here. Hey, Gemini. Tell me, Gemini, tell me about the person that Gemini is thinking of dealing with or separated from. What is the truth that they've been hiding from Gemini? Hi, Zia. Thank you for the follow, Zakaya. And thank you for the repost, Carolyn. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Tell me the person that Gemini is dealing with, thinking of, separated from. What is the truth that they've been hiding from Gemini? Six of Pentacles here. Oh, Nine of Wands. I think that this person's ego is very bruised. Hey, Style by Spanish. I feel like this is an individual here that knows that the dynamic that you had between you and them, or that you have between you and them, is very unbalanced. There's a lack of equal give and take. This person does feel like they are not good enough. They do feel like they are defective. Hi, Shanice. Yeah, Sagittarius is not done yet. Yeah, Sagittarius is not done yet. We're only on Gemini, Lisa. Just kind of Pentacles here. What this person's hiding from you is that I feel like this person is sitting in a lot of regrets here. A lot of regrets, a lot of shame. Just, I feel like this person has like a lot of ego, and I feel like this person's ego is also bruised at the same time here. We are in Gemini. I feel like this is an individual here that's pining for you here. This person's like yearning for you. They see you as someone here who is the one. The problem is I feel like this person can't meet you can't meet you where you are at. I hope you guys are not hearing that. I'm so sorry. Hold on one sec. Let me take a look if I yeah, let me remove background noise. Okay. Let's see. With the Page of Swords and the Judgment card. I don't know. I don't know if there's separation here, but I feel like this is an individual here that's definitely looking for like a second chance. They're looking for reconciliation here. This person knows that they are out of control here with their temper, with their toxic behavior here. It seems like this person is someone here that's sitting in this very toxic energy here, but I feel like they're having a hard time shaking this energy off. Yeah, they're having a hard time shaking this energy off here. This person feels like, yeah, this person just feels regret, shame. I think also this person knows how they are, but I feel like this person can't admit that they are like that. This person knows that they need to change. In order for them to get back together with you, in order for them to get back into good graces, this person knows that they need to change there. Will this person change? Will this person change? The Emperor. They want to. They want to level. Here's the thing. I feel like this person has a tendency to sort of like go back and forth. They go back and forth between this Emperor energy and this like Emperor energy here. This person wants to build a solid, structured, solid foundation in their life, but this person's energy is like all over the place. It's almost like I feel like this person wants to do better, but somehow, for one reason or another, this person always makes the wrong decisions and they always revert back to that low vibrational Emperor energy. Yeah. So, I do feel like this person's sitting in a lot of regrets. If there's separation here, I do feel like this person's really curious to see if they still have the access to you, to see if they could get a second chance with you, and that this person still sees, like, they still see long-term potential here with you. Like, I feel like you are someone that really matters to this person here. The problem is that I feel like this person can't equally reciprocate that energy back to you, you know? So that does it for Gemini. Can you guys hear that in the background? Because I drowned out the background noise. All right, let's see. Moving on to Cancer. You could. Okay, I'm so sorry, you guys. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't think it's gonna last long because there's like a tour group thingy like right next door. So I think they're about to head out to wherever they're going. So they're just calling out the roll calls, the names. Yeah, it's Spanish. I'm in Costa Rica right now. Yeah, I'm in Costa Rica. So moving on to Cancer here. Cancer is at 24, 25. All right, Cancer. What messages do we have here for Cancer? It's not like Cancer. It's not like Cancer. Oh gosh. The person that Cancer is dealing with, thinking of, or separated from, what is this person? What truth had they been hiding from Cancer? What truth have they been hiding from Cancer? Alright, so with the Queen of Swords, If there's separation, Cancer, I feel like this person's not really doing well alone. With the Six of Wands here, Cancer, this person's seeking a lot of attention right now. Yeah, they're seeking a lot of attention. I feel like with the Sun card in the reverse, I feel like this person's not happy. Now, if this person's not happy and stuff like that, they're definitely hiding it. They're not sharing it with other people here. They're just kind of like pretending like everything is great, everything is amazing, everything is fabulous. But deep down inside, it's not fabulous for this individual. With the Three of Pentacles here and the Queen of Cups. This is really interesting because I feel like this is a same-sex couple. Doesn't have to be. Sometimes, a masculine can take on that feminine role. But what I'm getting here, Cancer, look how this looks on my table here. So, Cancer, you're the Queen of Cups here. This is the Queen of Swords. This is the individual that's having trouble being by themselves. You're like moving away from this person. Like you're like, no, 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 I don't want to deal with this person here. I mean, ideally, this person wants to work things out here with you. I feel like with the Three of Pentacles here. I just feel like this person's just not happy without you, Cancer. Yeah. With the Four of Swords here and the Four of Cups, this person's feeling rejected. Yeah. Let's say if you initiated no contact with this individual here, this person's not really sitting well with it. This person's actually really sad. With the Ace of Pentacles here and the Five of Swords here, I feel like this person's trying to control their emotions here. They're trying to control their emotions by bringing their ego up to the forefront, okay? And I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles here, they definitely want a new beginning here with you. This person's definitely gaslighting themselves. This person's definitely like sitting in this energy of like not, they're not, they're not processing their emotions in a healthy way. Okay? They're gaslighting themselves. They're telling themselves that they're not feeling the way that they're feeling. They're okay. They're fine, but they're not really fine. If anything, I feel like this is an individual here that's pushing their feelings away, putting it into the box or something like that, and just not really dealing with it. Yeah. Let's see. Tell me more. The Three of Pentacles here and the Queen of Cups. Let's see what else we have. Five of Wands. Yeah. I just feel like there's a lot of unresolved issues with this person here. Yeah, this World card is actually sitting over the Queen of Cups. You're totally over this. You're done with this here. You're done with this person. You're sick and tired of being gaslit yourself. You're sick and tired of this person yelling at you, screaming at you. You're sick and tired of just not being able to resolve things with this individual here in a healthy way. Yeah, you know what? With the Death card here and the Three of Wands, I feel like you're keeping the door closed on this situation here. I feel like with the Tower here, you're just accepting this Tower moment. You're just accepting the fact that this situation that you've been in with this person here is just not salvageable. So what they're hiding from you is that they're not doing well, but they're pretending like they're doing well. Okay. Thank you for the heart me, Renee. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the follow too. I really appreciate it. Yeah, to be quite honest here, Cancer, I feel like for you, you rather move towards a new beginning here and just take your chances and, move towards someone new instead of doing this over again. Yeah. Thank you, Kim, for the rose. I really appreciate it. And the heart me too. Thank you. All right. Moving on to Leo. All right, Leo here. If you guys could all drop a like and say hello, that'd be great. For those of you guys that are not following, please follow. That'd be great. Hold on one sec. All right, Leo. Oh, thank you, Kim. Please follow me on TikTok too. I'm pretty active on here also. Okay. Okay, Leo. Leo is 29. Let's do 29, 25. Okay. Hey, Jenny. Welcome, you guys. Okay, so Leo, what messages do we have for Leo? The person that Leo is dealing with, thinking of separated from. What truth has this person been hiding from Leo? And just keep in mind, this could be with someone new, someone old, someone current. All right. Oh, terrific. Thank you so much, Kim. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Uh, TikTok folks, if you could get the like count up, that'll be great. Please like, you guys. Get my algorithm going, get more people in here. Also, YouTube folks. Okay, so What truth is this person hiding from Leo? So let's see. We have the Two of Pentacles here, and then the Page of Swords. You know what this person's hiding from you here, Leo? This person may be with you, but this person's definitely juggling with you with other options here. So what I see is that this person's talking to other people online, whether it's on dating apps or like social media or something like that. This person's like talking to other people. Could be dealing with the Libra, Aquarius, Gemini here with the Page of Swords, with the Knight of Swords here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, strong air energy showing up. You know what? I feel like this person is not really being direct and honest with you here because I feel like this person feels like their needs are not being met. So instead of coming to you and saying that, hey, Leo, my needs are not being met, I want to tell you what needs I need, and stuff like that, this person's talking to other people. This person's actually complaining about you with other people here instead of coming to you, gossiping about you, not just with like random people, but also with their friends and with their family members. Oh gosh, excuse me. The Seven of Wands. This person's so defensive here. Like, I feel like when you try to talk to this person, like, hey, like, what do you need? Like, what's wrong? Like, I feel like this person's being defensive. What they want more from you, Leo, which I'm kind of surprised by this because, like, I feel like Leo is a very sex positive energy. They want more sex from you, they want more sexy time. But, every Leo is different, right? Like every Leo is cut from a different cloth. Some people are just not sexual beings. Some people are just okay with sex like once a week, twice a week or something like that. But I feel like this person wants more, like sexually. They're being defensive. I feel like they're trying not to complain or something like that. Here's the thing: there's a difference between complaining and just asking for your needs to be met, right? So I feel like this is an individual here that has a hard time speaking the truth about what they want because, like, I feel like when this person was growing up, they never had a safe space to express what their needs and what their wants are without being shamed, without being, without, any sort of guilt, without, just feeling like, I just feel like this person feels like they're not important. That's why I feel like they don't speak their needs here. We have the Ace of not the Ace of Cups, we have the Page of Cups here and the Chariot. I feel like this person doesn't really know what to do with you. They're kinda like I feel like they want more, but they're not really telling you a whole lot. I think it's gonna stay that way. This person's really difficult, I feel. Just kinda like trying to pull information out of this person. I feel like it's really difficult for you to pull, information out of this person here. Like, I feel like they want commitment, they want something serious here with you, but I also feel like at the same time, I don't know, this person's you may be feeling like this person's been a bit distant. Yeah, and I feel like this could be the reason why. They want you, but they're being distant because I feel like this person has a hard time expressing their wants and their needs. This person may get very frustrated with you. This person may take things out on you. This person may be a little bit kind of like they're kind of being fresh with you here too. With the Death card here and the Nine of Cups here, I feel like this person does want to kind of like end the connection here, but at the same time, they don't want to. I think this person is kind of confused here. I also feel like this person has a very hard time articulating themselves. Also, like, I feel like when it comes to arguments and stuff like that, I just feel like this person could be very mean. Like, I feel like, they may get so frustrated and stuff like that. I feel like they get really mean. The Six of Swords in the mid. I would kind of keep a watchful eye on this because there is a chance that this person may be kind of like they may have a wandering eye, and I feel like this person is definitely gonna have some sort of weak moment here. Yeah, this person's actually gonna whether it's intentional, whether it's unintentional, however this person sees it, this person may blow this up. Okay? Yeah, this person may blow this up. All right, that does it for Leo. Oh, I forgot to change the banner on here. What the hell? It's too late now. Now we're moving to Virgo. I don't think you could replay the live on TikTok, Venice. I mean, you could replay the live on YouTube. I'm live streaming this on YouTube too. All right. All right, moving on to Virgo. Guys, I do also offer in-depth personal readings. If you guys are interested, check out the link in my bio. Check out the description box. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Debbie. Okay, Virgo. All right. Thank you for the heart me, Virgo. Virgo, Debbie. What messages do we have here for Virgo? The person that they're thinking of dealing with, separated from. Keep in mind, this could be with someone new, someone old, someone current. All right. Sagittarius is not done yet. I'm not answering super chats, but I'm donations are welcome. Yeah. What truth has this person been hiding from Virgo? I gotta change this. Hold on one sec. I have not done Pisces yet. We have the Five of Pentacles. How about Virgo's person with the Hangman? Thank you for the rose. I feel like this person's like hung up on you here. I mean, you may have walked away from them or something like that. This person feels ghosted. This person feels like they're left out in the cold. Thank you for the rose, Debbie. We have the sun and the world. The Knight of the Knight of Pentacles came out in the reverse, and the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords came out in the reverse. I feel like this person's in this kind of like very they're in self-preservation mode here. I don't know. It's almost like I feel like I get the sense that it seems like this person may have left you. This person completely pulled their energies back and not put effort into this connection or into this situation here. I don't know. I feel like this person's trying to seek happiness on their own here. I don't know if this person's trying to focus on their goals. I just feel like this person out of nowhere ghosted you without even saying a word. Why? Why does this person ghost Virgo? I feel like they just wanted to move towards the new beginning here. Yeah. With the Three of Swords here, I feel like if this person has been going through a lot of turmoil, a lot of pain from like maybe a previous situation, this person has not gotten over that yet. And I feel like being with you was too much pressure for them. You got the Death card here and the Nine. It seems like this person's trying to seek out happiness on their own. That's what I'm getting here. The Nine of Cups and the Death card. Yeah, they're trying to seek out happiness on their own. To be quite honest here, if you're wondering if this person's going to come back, I don't think this person's going to be coming back. Yeah, Two of Swords and the Seven of Wands here. They're just moving towards a new beginning. This person has completely cut you off. This person has completely blocked you here. Seems like this is really unnecessary here. I mean, this person could have told you how they felt, and that could have been squashed and stuff like that. But this could be, emotionally and mentally, this could be very damaging for somebody. You know, sometimes ghosting depending on the situations. Sometimes in certain situations it is warranted. Like I believe that if someone here is being really disrespectful towards you, putting you down and stuff like that, and just being mean to you, abusing you emotionally and psychologically. Like I feel like that warrants like a ghosting, a blocking. because in the end you're just unsafe, you're not safe with that person, and you're just kind of circling the drain with that person, you know what I mean? But if someone wants to engage and try and resolve things here with you, that's a different story. So I do feel like, sometimes, you know, ghosting and blocking is warranted, and sometimes in certain situations, depending on situations, it's wrong. Yeah, so it really depends. But I just feel like someone here is completely cutting somebody off here without saying anything here. But yeah, that's true. Rejection is protection, even though it may be painful or hurtful, But, I just feel like, sometimes, people just kind of like step away for their own reasons, right? So let them step away. Yeah, let them step away. So let's see. Moving on to Libra here. Should I take a little break? What time is it? Maybe I'll take a little break, you guys. Yeah, and then because I still have some time. So we did Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and then we're going to do Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Today we're going to skip the collective and you versus all 12 signs because I have to start doing personal readings at 11 a.m. my time. So it's almost 10 a.m. So I'm going to do like a little bit of a 5-minute break and just catch up on messages here. I am not doing readings, Luna. I'm just doing readings for all 12 signs. Right now, if you're looking for a reading, just book a personal reading with me off my website. If you guys could all like, follow, comment, that'd be great. I mean, I've been here for a few days. It's pretty amazing here. I came from El Salvador. I was in El Salvador for over a month. I am probably going to spend a month here before I head to my next location. So right now I'm in La Fortuna. I'm here until next Saturday, and then I head to Samara, and then I don't know where I'm going after that. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going after that. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, Pisces is last. I hope you don't miss it. Some people come back right after I do it. I mean, to be quite honest, it's better to stick around, but it's up to you. Yeah. Yeah, some people are like, I'll come back for my sign, and once they get back, I already did the sign already. But for those of you, for those of you guys that need to rewind and go back and watch the sign that you missed, go to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'll have things time stamped if I have time to timestamp. I think I might. I think I might. Yeah, Lynette, if you happen to do miss it, okay, go to my YouTube channel and it will be time stamped. Yeah, all the signs will be time stamped, okay? Because I'm live streaming this on YouTube and also TikTok at the same time. And yeah, you can't rewind this on TikTok or go back to it. Yeah, okay? Yeah, if you happen to miss it, just go to my YouTube page. It's the same name, Gary's Tarot. Yeah. Um, yeah, we're taking a little break and we're gonna start again soon, okay? If you guys could drop a like, say hello, that'd be great. Follow. I read for Leo already, Luna. Yeah, I don't know. If you need to watch it, just go to my YouTube page and go to this live stream and just rewinds back. Yeah, just rewinds back. I'm not even on a vacation. This is what I do like most of the time. I'm traveling all over the world and jumping from place to place to place to place to place. It's kind of like wherever I go, I kind of like make it my home temporarily. Yeah. I mean, I don't think this is a vacation. Yeah. I mean, last year I was traveling with like 9 months out of the whole year, you know? So this is something I really love to do. I don't really like to stick around in one place. I obviously have a base and stuff like that, but my whole business is online, so I could do it from anywhere in the world. So anywhere I go, I could just set up somewhere and just do it. Yeah. No, I'm an Aries. I am an Aries. Yeah, I just don't like to stick I just don't like to stay in one place for a long time. I mean, even just for me, I went back to New York at the end of November and I stayed for a very long time and my friends thought I was being weird. Like one of my friends texted me and she was like, "Are you okay, Gary?" I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, you're not traveling. You know, by now you should have been gone already. You know what I mean?" But I actually stayed from November all the way up until May. Yeah, I started traveling in May again. So, I mean, I also went through like a breakup and a separation, so I kind of like needed some time to myself, you know? Kind of like, work on myself, heal, do therapy. I mean, I'm still in therapy, you know? So, I'm doing therapy every 2 weeks. Yeah. I'm meditating every single day, I'm journaling, you know? So, I think all fire signs love to travel. Yeah. I think all the fire signs love to travel, but I think everyone loves to travel. Well, it depends on the person, right? And some people don't like to travel at all. Like I know people that has never left their hometown. You know, they've never gone anywhere else, you know? I mean, for me, like I went to college in Hawaii. I lived in Hawaii. Yeah. I lived in Hawaii for 8 years. I lived in Israel. I lived in Berlin. I lived in Athens, you know? I lived in you know, quite a few different places in the world. Yeah. So, um, yeah, for me, staying in one place for a very long time, it's not healthy for me. Yeah. But I do have a base. I do have a home in New York City. You know, whenever I kind of need a break, I just go back to New York and just kind of rest there. But I will be back in New York in August because I have a wedding to go to in Philadelphia, and then going out to LA. I'm going to Canada. Um, And I don't know. I think in September I might go to Asia. I'll see. No, I'm Chinese. I am Chinese. Everyone thinks I'm Filipino. I mean, when I went to Thailand, everyone thought I was Thai, and they were speaking to me. They were all speaking to me in Thai. I don't know. I always get. I always get. Yeah, I always get the wrong. Like people always get it wrong. People always think that I'm Filipino or Thai or what else? What else have I gotten? Oh, I've gotten Vietnamese. I've gotten quite a few other things. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's see. We're gonna start again soon. Let's start again soon. So Let's start at 15 minutes. Right now it's 48 minutes right now we're sitting at. Okay. If you guys all drop a like. Also, my friend, Wolfman Experience, Oscar, he travels around a lot too. He's an Aries. Yeah, he's an Aries. He never sticks around in one place for a long time. And it's like really hard to pin him down too, you know? Oh, Amira, I'll text you after my personals. Yeah, so after this I have to do personals. I have been to Australia. Yes, I have. I have been to Australia. I think I think by the end of the year, I think I'm gonna go down under. Yeah, I think I'll go to Australia. I want to go to New Zealand. So good. I got my chai latte. I had a banana muffin for breakfast. Let me just tell you here, the quality of food here is really good, but it's really expensive. Like my dinner last night was like almost $40. But I have to put it into perspective because like a dinner for one in New York City is way more expensive. Yeah, way more. Okay, so 15 minutes for Libra, okay? So we're gonna do Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Like I said today, we're not gonna do collective and you versus all 12 signs because I have personal readings I have to do after this, okay? All right, so Libra. Tell me about Libra's person. The person that Libra is thinking of dealing with, separated from, what's the truth that they've been hiding from Libra? What's the truth that they've been hiding from Libra? What's the truth? What's the truth that they've been hiding from Libra? Yep, I'm reading for all 12 signs, you guys. Wow. King of Swords in the reverse. Well, right off the bat, the person that you're dealing with here is a complete a-hole. Okay, this person's someone who's very manipulative, very strategic, not in a good way though. Like I feel like this person's strategic to get what they want. You know, I feel like whoever this is, I feel like this person's very, 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 very selfish. This person may have kind of like a military background. And I feel like this person uses their military background to kind of like psychologically like F with people's minds, you know? Yeah, let's see. The King of Cups here and the Queen of Swords. We have the King to Queen of Swords. I kind of get the feeling that for some of you guys may have just met this person. This person's showing like a very sweet side of them. This person's showing a very sensitive side of them. But I feel like maybe in the background, you may not have seen this ugly side yet, and this person could be hiding that. For some of you guys, that's how it started, and that you are starting to see this ugly side. So you could apply this to your own timelines, right? Four of Wands in the reverse. I don't really think that this person really wants a relationship. I mean, this person could also be coming out of a relationship with somebody here, or that a relationship ended with you and them, and they're strategically trying to get you back here. Okay? They're strategically trying to get you back. You also have the Nine of Cups here and the Hermit. I do feel like this person is very selfish. I do feel like this person does use some sort of training to their advantage, whether this person has a military background or that this person has a law background or something like that. This person uses their skill to their advantage here, okay? To kind of get control of someone, to get what they want or something like that. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups and the Hermit. And then we have the Hierophant here. This person may gonna like use like religious text as a weapon here to get some sort of control over somebody here. Religious text, you know, spiritual knowledge and wisdom and stuff like that. We have the Hierophant here. This person is very strategic. This person's very, very, very smart. But I feel like this person uses that skill in a very selfish way here. Let's see. The High Priestess in the reverse. You know what, Libra? I do feel like some of you guys may have very strong intuition here. But I feel like when you talk about how you feel towards this person, the feeling that you get, like I feel like this person says something along the lines that you chalk it up to your own imagination here. Like what you're feeling here is not true. This is not a safe space for you because I feel like this person is not allowing you to have your own direct experience without this person putting you down for it. The Lover's card here in the Five of Cups. You know, Libra, for some of you guys, I'm not going to say all of you guys because, you know, this is just a general read, but for some of you guys that do take this person back, okay, I do feel like this person's going to, or if you guys decide to stay with this person, okay, I do feel like this person's definitely going to end up disappointing you again. And I feel like with the Sun card here, you know that. it's almost like I feel like there's an energy of like, let's say for those of you guys that that decide to stick around or decide to take this person back, it's almost like you have to see it through to make sure that this person is really an a-hole, so that you make that decision to be like, okay, I'm seeing what I'm seeing here. This is confirmation. I'm just getting out of here. So, sometimes that happens. Sometimes we just kind of like need to see it through to make sure that, okay, this is what I'm really experiencing. This is what I'm really seeing. I've done that myself too. So, sometimes we do just have to see it through. Sometimes, we give it another chance just to make sure that, hey, is this really what's happening? Is this who this person really truly is? And I do feel like this person's definitely showing you who they are a second time. All right. All right. Thank you for the follow, Tracy. Esther, please don't spam. If you spam again, I'm going to block you. I'm not answering. Okay, I'm going to block you. What an idiot. Just so you know, the TikTok folks on there, if you guys spam, it actually kicks me off. Yeah. What an idiot. All right. Let's see. What messages do we have here for Scorpio? Tell about Scorpio. What messages do we have here for Scorpio? Tell about Scorpio. The person that Scorpio is dealing with, thinking of, separated from. What's the truth that they've been hiding from Scorpio? What's the truth that they've been hiding from Scorpio? What's the truth that they've been hiding from Scorpio? If you guys could all drop a like, say hello, follow, that'd be great. What's the truth that this person has been hiding from Scorpio? I mean, I'm doing a water sign right now. I'm doing Scorpio. The Ten of Swords in the reverse, okay? The Five of Pentacles here. I feel like this person didn't want to break up with you, but they broke up with you anyway. The- that's what I'm getting here. Yeah, this person broke up with you, but they didn't want to break up with you. Yeah, it seems like whoever this is, this person walked away from you. Now they're feeling very lonely. I just feel like this person didn't really think it through because, if you're really kind of like settled in the decision about breaking up with someone, you just don't go back and forth about it, right? You kind of stick to the decision that you made because that the decision that you're making is for your highest good, right? So, I feel like this person does want to come back around. Yeah. This person does want to come back around. Yeah, they want to come back around with the Knight of Pentacles here and the Strength card. I feel like this person's trying to gain the courage to come back around. It's almost like I feel like, oh, I broke up with you, but actually I didn't really mean it. Yeah, I feel like this person feels like with the Justice card here and the Two of Wands, this person feels like they made the wrong decision here. I feel like with the Eight of Wands here and the Page of Wands here, I do feel like this person's definitely gonna reach out to you with some sort of communication here. But I feel like they're gonna kind of do it in a fun way. It's kind of like one of those things. It's kind of like, hey, what's up? Kind of like pretending like, obviously it happened, but they're gonna pretend like, nothing happened. Four of Cups here and the Five of Wands. I feel like this person's very internally conflicted at the same time here, Scorpio. They want this back, but this person's scared of being rejected here. They made a wrong decision here. So, Scorpio, I feel like this person sees you in the high value here. This person sees you in the high regard. Now, if you do communicate with this person here, okay, this person may double down and defend their behavior here. So I feel like they're not really going to be completely honest here with you. But the fact of the matter is, I feel like this person does love you. People need to learn how to make decisions. People need to learn how to weigh in the pros and the cons of their decisions, okay? And be okay with the consequences of their decisions. You know what I mean? Whether it's a good decision, whether it's a bad decision, people need to be held, like people need to be accountable for their the decisions that they make. And unfortunately, there are people out there just they just don't know how to make good decisions. And a lot of times I feel like, from what I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. A lot of times people don't know how to make good decisions really stems from the traumas that they experienced in life. Yeah, whether there has been guilt, shame, and stuff like that in making decisions for themselves here, and people just didn't really support it. So it causes confusion for the individual that tries to make decisions, but they can't land on something that they feel or that they know is right for them. And what happens is that people go through life just not knowing what's good for them because of that trauma. And that's why they have difficulty making decisions. Yeah? Okay. So moving on to Sagittarius. If we have time, I feel like I'm doing really good on time. I will squeeze in the collective and the you versus all 12 signs, okay? Because I have my first personal reading at 11 a.m. my time. I think I'm doing good on time. Okay, so let's just see. Let's see how we do. So Sagittarius. Tell about Sagittarius. The person that Sagittarius is thinking of, dealing with, separated from, what truth is this person hiding from Sagittarius? And like I said, this could be with someone new, someone old, someone current. Okay, let's see. Ooh, Three of Cups. Okay, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that there is separation here. I do feel like there's a block, there is ghosting here. I feel like what this person's hiding from you. I mean, if you're separated from this person, why does it matter? This person's single, they could go out and do whatever they want. I do feel like this person's definitely out there entertaining people right now, having fun, having a good time, just to kind of get past their loneliness, their hurt, and their pain. Okay? The Page of Pentacles here, and also the Page of Swords. This person's kind of going back and forth in wanting to reach out to you, but also entertaining other people here on, the dating apps, social media, or something like that. The Queen of Swords. I feel like this is you. You're tired of. I feel like you kind of drew the line in the sand with this person. You know, you're kind of like, hey, I can't deal with the confusion anymore. I can't deal with the ambivalence and the ambiguity here. What do you want? What are you looking for? What are your goals, with me and stuff like that? What's the end goal here? And I feel like this person did not have an answer here for you. And I feel like you may have kind of flipped this person to double bird and just told them to F off. Some of you guys may have done that. Some of you guys may have just kind of like, okay, I got what I needed. I got the answers that I'm looking for. I'm just going to walk away from this. Yeah. Guys are definitely maintaining your boundaries with this person here. You may feel like this person's very immature. You may feel like this is an individual here that talks a big game here, but doesn't really back it up with their actions here. Yeah, there was definitely an ending here. But energetically here, I feel like with the Four of Pentacles here, I do feel like this person's holding on to you, or that this person's not really sharing a whole lot with you here about themselves or about what they want, what their wants, their needs, their goals are with you, how they feel about you and stuff like that. It's just kind of like, one moment they may be telling you that they love you, but then they're completely pulling their energies back. One moment they're like, oh, let's go out on a Friday night, and then they last minute they bail on you. They're definitely talking to somebody else here. They are scared that you will find out that they're talking to somebody else. Sometimes, the Queen of Wands in certain situations, it's like a third party energy that's coming through here. You kind of know that there is. You've been kind of like sitting in this Nancy Drew energy here, kind of like, doing your research here, and finding things out on your own here. And it's so interesting here because Sagittarius, because whatever you're finding out here, you know what? I'm gonna take it back. I don't think you guys are even bugging out on this person here. Yeah, you're just making your boundaries known here, and I feel like the answers that you're finding out with this person here, it's kind of giving you a sense of peace here. It's kind of like now you know. Now you could make an informed decision to step away from this, walk away from this. But yeah, they're kind of caught in between about wanting to reach out to you and wanting to continue this thing that they have with this third party. And like they said, they were scared that you will find out. But I feel like you already found out. You already know. Yeah. Like you didn't even have to confront this person about it, but you found out information online or something like that. Okay. So let's see. That does it for Sagittarius. Moving on to Capricorn here. All right. I think I'm doing really good on time. I think so. Yeah. So I think I may be able to squeeze in the other two that I normally do. All right, tell me about Capricorn. The person that Capricorn is dealing with, thinking of, separated from, what truth has this person been hiding from you? What truth has this person been hiding from you? If you guys could all drop a like, say hello, follow, that'd be great. Okay, so we got the Two of Swords with the Hangman here and the Ten of Wands. I think what this person's been hiding from you, and I think what they've been refusing to share with you, is this person's burdens, their trauma, their pain, and their hurts. But here's the thing. I think that, in life, I do feel like, it's healthy to talk about your pain and your trauma with people here. The problem is, I feel like a lot of times what happens is that people talk about it, but they make other people responsible for their trauma and their pain and their hurt. The thing is, what's interesting is that this person doesn't want to do that to you. This person doesn't want their pain and their trauma to affect you. They're sort of doing you a favor, okay? But I do feel like whatever this person's holding on to here, Capricorn, I do feel like this could be getting in the way of this relationship and this connection from blossoming. All right? Let's see. We have Temperance and also the Seven of Swords. There's a lack of peace in this person's life. Capricorn, I do feel like whoever this person that you're dealing with here, it's either a Pisces or a Sagittarius. You may have any of those energies in your chart. I do feel like when it comes to this person's healing here, or when it comes to this person's facing their own trauma, their own pain, facing themselves, facing the truth here, this person's an avoidant here. The Seven of Swords is an avoidant card for me. Also, the Knight of Wands, and also the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. And usually when I see the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords together, I think that's pretty severe, I would say. Let's see. The Ace of Wands here, the Three of Cups. I think that also, like, I feel like what this person's also hiding from you is that, Capricorn, is that this person's definitely going out there to explore other options here. This person's like exploring their passions. With the Five of Swords here and the Fool card. This person has a tendency to gaslight themselves and tell themselves that they are okay, there's nothing wrong. I feel like what's happening is I feel like whatever this person's holding on to, this person's like storing it away in a box. It's a defense mechanism. Okay. I do feel like this person definitely has a hard time in dealing with their own self here, especially like the bad parts of themselves. We have the Knight of Swords here and the Two of Cups. This person definitely has a history of sabotaging relationships. This person definitely has a tendency to sabotage good things in their life. Yeah, with the Knight of Swords here and the Two of Cups, and the Seven of Swords is sitting over the Two of Cups here. Some of you guys may have a very strong bond with this individual. You have the Four of Swords and the Hermit here. Someone here initiated no contact here, and I feel like this person's definitely using the no contact to their advantage here to go out, have fun, have a good time. Yeah, this person's not dealing with their crap here. A lot of times when people are unable to face themselves, they put it on to other people. Yeah. So, I feel like, this person may have kind of like used you as a container to regulate things for them. And if this person's not doing it themselves, they're definitely using other people to do it, whoever they come across, whoever they meet. Okay? So let's see. Moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius is 110. Let's do 110.50. All right. Let's talk about Aquarius here. What is this person's what is the truth that they've been hiding from Aquarius? I gotta change the thing here. Okay. If you guys got all drop a like, follow, say hello, that'd be great. What truth? It's a consistent thing that we have to do. Yeah, continue to heal our inner child. We have to tend to it every single day. Because if we don't, that shadow keeps coming up over and over and over again. We want that shadow to come up, but we want that shadow to come up in a way that we're observing that shadow and not triggered by it. And we completely fly off the handle, right? So, okay. Aquarius, what truth has this person been hiding from Aquarius? Okay, so the truth that this person has been hiding from you is that this person, Aquarius, has been exploring other options here. Queen of Wands and the Two of Wands. What else? You also have the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Cups. You know what? I feel like this person is coming and going as they please here. Yeah, this person's coming and going as they please. They're walking away. They're being defensive here. They're going out there exploring other options. To be quite honest, I think the truth of the matter is I don't feel like this person's like very emotionally invested into you here, Aquarius. This person just wants to have fun. This person wants to, kind of let their hair down, explore other options here. Um, I do feel like this person has a tendency to run around right now. Like they run around hooking up with other people here. We have the Chariot here and also Temperance, Sagittarius energy. I feel like this is your energy here. I feel like you're trying to kind of go with the flow here and be patient with this person, but it's kind of like how patient can you be with this person as this person continues to behave this way with the Justice card here and the Ten of Pentacles. This is really interesting here. Some of you guys may be married to this individual here. Now, it could also be that this person could be married somewhere else. This person could be committed somewhere else, and that you don't know about this. I need a haircut. I need a haircut. Um, yeah, this person may be committed somewhere else. The Six of Swords here and the Star card. Aquarius energy. With the Six of Swords and the Star card here, I feel like Summer is definitely seeing someone as the one here. I don't know. I also feel like this person's trying to act all emotionally detached. Thank you, Auntie, for the heart me. I really appreciate it. they're trying to act all detached here. Hi, Robin. Let's see. The Four of Cups and the Eight of Wands. I mean, you're still receiving communication from this person here, but I don't know. I feel like this person doesn't really quite know what they want and what they're looking for here, and they feel like they're exploring other options. Another thing I'm getting here, I just feel like this person may also be someone here that is, I feel like this person's energy is more suited for an open relationship here, but they're not. They don't really quite know what that is, or what that looks like, or how to approach this. You know what I mean? Or that this is what this person's looking to do. I mean, you. Let's say if this person's married, you may be a side piece here, but they don't know how to explain it. They don't know how to, talk about this. They don't even know what this is. This person also may be interested in the same sex here too. Yeah, this person may also be interested in the same sex. So moving on to Pisces here. I think I'm doing good on time. I think I'll be able to do the other two, the collective and also the all tall signs. Hold on one sec. Um, I have to kind of adjust this one. Let me just make another one here. Save. Hold on one sec. Let me add another one. You versus all 12 signs. Yeah, I think I'll be able to squeeze that in because I'm doing pretty good on time here. Hold on one second here. And I'm gonna do this. Oh no, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. You versus all 12 signs. Voila. Okay. Now I'm gonna move this all the way up. Oh, collective. Okay, right there. Oh, why? Hold on. No. Oh, there we go. No, I gotta do this. What the hell? All right. All right, Pisces. All right, so Pisces. So 1, 7, 30. Okay. Tell me about what messages do we have for Pisces regarding the person that they're dealing with, thinking of separated from? What truth has this person been hiding from Pisces? What truth has this person been hiding from Pisces? We have the Knight of Wands here and the Two of Cups. Okay. Um, this person's non-committal here. Okay. I feel like this is an individual here, all right, that has fallen in love with you, but they're in this non-committal energy. Could be dealing with a Sag, Aries, Leo here. Oh gosh, we have the Devil card. You know what you know what I'm getting here? I feel like the person that you're dealing with here, Pisces, is a karmic. I feel like you're already seeing a lot of red flags with this individual here. Please don't ignore it. Just also think about the red flags as if it was, God's protection here. This person is someone who's very toxic. If this person has bad behavioral patterns, I feel like you guys are starting to see it. You guys are starting to notice these patterns here. To be quite honest, I don't think that this person's really hiding anything from you here because I feel like this person's very overt. We have the Fool card. We also have the Queen. Yeah, you know what? I feel like Pisces, you're seeing something very clearly here. You're walking away from this. Look how this looks on my table here. This person's like chasing you, you see? And you're like, no, and he's like, come back, So I do feel like, there is someone here that's definitely chasing you here. They want you, but are they able to give you what you want? No. Mm-mm. You're trying to get away from this person. I feel like you just don't want to waste your time and energy with someone like this. Oh, thank you so much for the donation, Leah. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. With Two of Pentacles here, the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you know what? I feel like this person is falling in love with you. You know, love shows up very differently in like different people, right? They may love you, but they still want to explore other options. You know, and that doesn't make sense. And you know, it's weird, but you know, that's how this person's operating. So what I'm getting here is that this person's exploring other options here, and this person may be lying to you about it. Tell me about the devil in the wheel. Yeah, okay, this person's like abusive. You know what I'm getting here, Pisces? This relationship or that this situation that you stepped into may be very reminiscent of your relationship with the father figure here. It's like the mirror image, yeah, the dynamic of how it is. Okay. So, you know, I feel like when it comes to the situation here, yes, this is a karmic. Yes, there may be a lesson for you to learn in this situation. And also healing work that needs to be done around the father wounding. Because if you don't heal from this father wounding, you will continue to repeat the same pattern again with a different person because the wounding is still there. So if you guys have like a strange relationship with a father figure, sometimes we unconsciously seek out that parent that was not present in our life. And we repeat that same relationship dynamic that we had with that parent that was not really there for us. Hi, Pri. How are you? Tell me about the school. Ace of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're starting to see things very clearly here, and I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're stepping away from this here. Yeah, you're stepping away from this here because I feel like you're trying to avoid a Tara moment. You know? Oh, hi, Deb. You're welcome, MSMUS. But yeah, I do feel like whoever this person is, you're definitely dealing with a karmic here. Okay. I do feel like you're definitely seeing the red flags. Okay. Let's say if you guys are aware that you have a father wounding, perhaps this is something that you have to, this is something that you have to work more on. All right. Work on more. So I do have time for the collective reading and also the youth versus all 12 signs reading before I do personals, you guys. Okay. So let me just hold on one second here. Okay. The collective. The collective is at 1, 2, 2. Let's do 35. Tell me collective here. The person that the collective is dealing with. What truth has this person been hiding from the collective? What truth has this person been hiding from the collective? If you guys could all drop a like, say hello, that'd be great. Oh, Pri, I don't think I'm going to be home on July 10th. Is that when you're coming to New York? Yeah, because I'm still traveling at that time because on July 8th, I'm going to Panama. Collective. We have the Two of Swords. Yeah, I know. The Four of Pentacles. This person's definitely holding a lot in. This person definitely is indecisive, in confusion here. This person is just kind of like sitting in this energy of in denial here when it comes to you. What else do we have for the collective? What truth is this person hiding from the collective? We have the Queen of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. I feel like what we are, I feel like what I'm getting here is I feel like you're trying to figure out where you stand with this individual. You're trying to gather information from this person, but this person's not budging. Sometimes no answer is an answer, you guys. And sometimes I feel like sometimes in these types of situations, sometimes we need to learn how to accept that. The Chariots. There's a lot of decisions that need to be made regarding the situation here. I feel like this is you. There's a lack of forward momentum here, you know, collective. And I feel like in the situation here, I feel like a lot of guys are feeling very let down by this person, by the situation. Here's the thing, this person promised you the world. This person promised you, let's say they're trying to get back together with you. You're separated from them. They've been trying to promise you peace. They're trying to promise you balance here. They're trying to promise you commitment here, but it's just not happening. I also feel like this person just doesn't really want to admit that they're sitting in this confused energy here. Yeah. Queen of Swords, the Strength card. I feel like you've been really patient with this individual here, but I feel like the situation, collective, is starting to drive you crazy. Some of you guys could be realizing that, you know what, it's not worth it. Why am I putting myself in a position here to get tortured by this person? And I feel like you're trying to kind of like regain some sort of control here when it comes to this here collective. Tell me about the Chariot and also the Five of Cups, the Six of Cups. I feel like you've been dealing with the situationship here for the last 6 years here. This person has not given you a whole lot with the Page of Cups here and the Six of Cups. You have history with this person. You love this person. You care about this person. But like I said, I feel like in certain situations here, sometimes in certain situations, I just feel like no answer is an answer, basically. Yeah, no answer is an answer here. Yeah, because I feel like you've been trying to beat it out of this person here. I feel like you're trying to pull it out of this person here, and I just feel like this person's just not budging here. It seems like they're just keeping it to themselves, or that they just don't know how to explain it, or that this person may be like embarrassed about, explaining this or something like that. Okay, you're welcome, Leanne, and thank you so much. All right, hold on one sec. Let me grab some water here, and then we'll do you versus all 12 signs. Hold on, you guys. So you versus all 12 signs is your sign versus all 12 zodiac signs from Aries all the way to Pisces, okay? Hold on one sec. Arrgh! Let me open this damn thing. Thank you so much for the mustache and the hat, Tam. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna give up on this. Okay. Oh, that water is good. Okay. Okay, okie dokie. So we have you versus all 12 signs. So see 127.55. Okay, tell me about you versus all 12 signs. Tell about you versus all 12 signs from Aries all the way to Pisces. You versus all 12 signs from Aries all the way to Pisces. What are you? Okay, you versus all 12 signs from Aries all the way to Pisces. You versus all 12 signs from Aries all the way to Pisces. You versus all 12 signs from Aries all the way to Pisces. You versus all 12 signs from Aries all the way to Pisces. All right, let's see. Let's split the deck here. So if you are dealing with an Aries here, with the Knight of Pentacles here, the Page of Wands, it's interesting. I feel like with this person, I feel like they want to take things really slow here, but I feel like this person also wants to get in bed with you here and kind of like throw you around and have their way with you here. Interesting energy. I feel like this person wants you here, but then they pull away, they walk away. This person has very strong feelings here for you. The problem is, I feel like this person's not really expressing their feelings towards you. This person's energy is all over the place here. Seems like this person is trying to avoid how they feel about you. But I feel like this person wants to hook up with you here. Yeah, this person wants to hook up with you. If you're dealing with a Taurus here, collective, we have the World and the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Death card, the Five of Wands. I feel like between you and this Taurus here collective, I do feel like things ended between you and them. Okay, I feel like this person's trying to distract themselves from their loneliness, from their anger here, from this ending here. Okay, it's almost like I feel like this person's kind of sitting in this energy of like, I'm just going to disappear. I'm just going to disappear and just kind of do my thing here. And, I feel like this person's definitely angry about this ending. They're angry about the separation here. This person's feeling very lonely here. But also at the same time, this Taurus is trying to distract themselves. I know that this is all mashed up together, you guys. So if you are dealing with the Gemini collective, we have the Six of Wands, the Justice card. I feel like this Gemini is trying to seek out how you truly feel about them. They are wondering if they still matter to you here, Gemini. The King of Wands, the Ten of Wands. They they want you to accept them with flaws and all. Here's the thing. I understand loving someone for who they are, the good and the bad. But if someone here is being disrespectful towards you, putting you down, making you feel unsafe, there are conditions, right? You're allowed to leave if you feel disrespected. You're allowed to leave if you feel unsafe in the situation. But this person just wants to cram as much crap down your throat and just for you to be okay with it. Yeah. They just want you to be okay with whatever they're doing, whatever disrespect that they're showing you. They just want you to be okay with it. Tell me about you versus Cancer, the Nine of Pentacles. This Cancer feels like they hit the jackpot here with you, collective. With the Knight of Cups here and the Ten of Pentacles, yeah, this Cancer basically wants to go the whole 9 yards with you. They are falling in love with you. Yeah, this Cancer is falling in love with you, collective. The Four of Pentacles, they're holding on to hope that you feel the same way about them as they do towards you. My only concern is that this person's definitely operating from a place of la la land, roses, butterflies, unicorns shooting out of their butts and stuff like that. Tell me about you versus Leo with a Ten of Swords here. There was a very painful ending here, okay, between you and this Leo. And I feel like this Leo here is still very much in love with you. I feel like they're trying to make a decision here to move towards their happiness here. Okay. This person may be giving you the space that you need, maybe giving you the space that you need to process and heal. They're definitely holding back right now. They're definitely respecting no communication here with you. But I feel like this person eventually, at some point, I feel like sometime in July or August, this person may break no communication. And just so you know, tomorrow is the pre-shadow phase of Mercury retrograde, and July that's when Mercury retrograde is gonna happen. Okay, so I'm not really surprised that it could be that there's a lot of past energies that could be surfacing. Tell me about you versus Virgo. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Hangman here. And I feel like this Virgo doesn't really know what to do with you. Yeah, right now I feel like there's no communication here. There's silence here, and I feel like if that has been going on for a while, I do feel like it will continue here. But I feel like this person does love you here. This person's still very emotionally attached to you. I do feel like eventually here that I feel like this person doesn't know what to do, but I do feel like this person's going to shoot their shot here and basically tell you how they feel. But right now, I just feel like this person collective, this Virgo here is keeping it to themselves. You versus Libra with the Seven of Wands, the Three of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Five of Cups. Okay. I feel like this Libra collective, this person is missing you a lot and thinking about you a lot. I do feel like this Libra here is definitely looking for someone, looking for a reconciliation, looking to reconnect. Seems like whoever this is, I feel like, collective this Libra here is someone here that has learned their mistakes. And they want to come back around to fight for this connection, to fight for you. How about you versus Scorpio? Six of Swords, the Moon, Eight of Wands, Nine of Swords, Temperance. Three of Wands. So, collective, I feel like the Scorpio is dealing with a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of confusion at this time here. They're having a difficult time moving forward. They're having a difficult time making peace with you maybe turning your back on them, walking away from them or something like that. Maybe they're having a difficult time making peace with the decision that they made here too. Seems like they're losing sleep over you right now. I feel like they're trying to give you space. I feel like they're trying to move away from this. I feel like they're trying to respect your space here. But like I said, they're also not really sitting well with it here too. Tell me about you versus Sagittarius, Empress, Page of Swords, Libra, Aquarius. Why am I reading out the signs? I do feel like this is an individual here that's obsessively spying on you here. This Sagittarius is watching you thrive without them here. And I do feel like the Sagittarius will eventually circle back around to you here. I feel like you're trying to circle back around to offer you some sort of clarity here. If there has been a lot of confusion here between you and this person. Yeah, they want to clear things up here with you. I also feel like this person wants to show you that their behavior has changed or that this person broke their patterns here, the Sagittarius. You versus Capricorn, Five of Swords, the Tower here. This Capricorn collective is really realizing the Tower moments that they've caused here between you and them. With the Page of Pentacles here and the Ten of Cups here, I do feel like this person may be coming back with an apology and an offer here. Okay. With the Queen of Swords here and the Three of Pentacles, I do feel like you may work things out with this Capricorn here, but I feel like you're being very cautious with this Capricorn. You versus Aquarius with the Four of Wands, with the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Wands, with the Magician here, the Judgment card, and the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are on the same page here. I feel like you guys are trying to manifest commitment here. I do feel like there's a strong realization that you guys are realizing that you guys are meant to be together between you and this Aquarius. Okay? Tell about you versus Pisces. Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, none. This person's seeing you as a wish fulfillment. This person's falling in love with you, but I also feel like this person's guarded at the same time here. They're finding you very attractive. They're in love with you. They're guarded. And I feel like this person's scared of being rejected. Okay? Yeah, this person's scared of being rejected. This Pisces is scared of being rejected here, but they're in love with you. They're attracted to you. Let's do you versus the collective. You versus the collective with the Knight of Swords, with the Emperor, with the Two of Wands, with the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. This person may have been dealing with other options here, but I feel like this person may be cutting out those options and they're coming towards you to have this new beginning here with you, collective. All right. So this was you versus all 12 signs, actually 13, since I added a collective at the end. So you guys, I hope that this live stream was fun for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a good morning so far, a good day, a good night, wherever you guys are. Thank you so much. I have a few minutes here to kind of spare to just kind of hang out with you guys for a little bit before I do personals. Um, once I sign off here, I won't be able to post the timestamps immediately, but once I get the chance, I will do it. If someone kind of beats me to the punch and does it for me, that'll be amazing. I really appreciate whoever does take over that and does it for me. But like I said, if no one does it, I will um, do my best to post them when I can. Thank you so much for the 10 roses, Tam. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Next time when I go live, like what kind of reading, like what kind of all 12 signs reading do you want me to do? Sometimes I get ideas from like ChatGPT, but I think it's good to ask the audience sometimes, like which one. I did not skip Leo. I already did Leo. Leo was done over like an hour ago. Oh, you're welcome, Birdie. You're welcome, Tam. If you guys could all drop a like and say hello, that'd be great. Oh, thank you so much, Birdie. I really appreciate it. Amazing. All right, you guys. I think I'm gonna sign off here. You know, now, okay. Like I said, I won't be able to get to the timestamps immediately. If someone beats me to the punch and does it for me, like I said, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But I will get to it when I can. I went back to it. You were calling it Virgo after. I don't know. Try going to 2925. That's the timestamp that I have for Leo. And then Virgo, I have it for 3555. I hope I was not seeing Virgo during the Leo reading. That would be unfortunate, but no one stops me though. I didn't notice that someone stopped, like, was saying that, hey, I was reading out the wrong sign. Yeah, I don't think I was. Yeah, I'm looking back, the signs that are done. Yeah, I mean, Leo's checked off. Yeah, try 2925. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to sign off here, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. Bye for now.